Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, presented by Hy-Vee Lake of the Ozarks in Osage Beach. We've got a new guest for you every week here on the show, somebody important in the community, and this week we're focusing on the Shootout. Of course, Shootout is coming, and we've got co-owner, GM of Performance Boat Center, Brett Manire. Man, thank you for coming over and joining us.
I appreciate you having us. This is fun.
You guys are such a huge player in the community now, and I mean, you're the power behind the Shootout. And you haven't even been around for that long. What is it, about 7 or 8 years, right?
I moved to the lake January 1st, 2010. So I've been around for 10 years, but been a big part of the Shootout, like you said, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, hey, well, that's an easy day to remember, January 1st, right?
It was a complete blizzard. My truck broke down. It was everything you don't want to happen.
Wow, very memorable day. And you're from Nebraska. You moved here from Nebraska.
I am. I went to high school at Bellevue West in Nebraska and went to University of Nebraska and was in the boat business there for a while and really just things come easier and boats are easier to sell here in Lake of the Ozarks. So I made the move a long time ago.
Get close to the water, boats are easier to sell.
What a cool place to live.
Go figure that. Go Huskers, by the way.
Go Big Red.
We could spend the next 15 minutes talking about the Huskers, which would be okay. Maybe we should give Coach Frost some pointers on how to get things turned.
Just win.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta do is just win.
Just win,
that's
baby.
What the people want.
The old Al Davis motto, just win,
Figure it out.
So tell us, I mean, everybody's heard of Performance Boat Center, but you guys do so much over there. What is Performance Boat Center?
Well, Performance Boat Center is the world's largest performance boat dealership. We buy, sell, trade, store, repair performance boats.
What is a performance boat?
Anything that's fast and loud, colorful.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, one purpose is to go out and have fun and go fast. So we have a business designed all the way around performance boats. We paint them, we repair them, we service them, we buy, sell, trade, store. And then next door to Performance is Redhead Lakeside Grill, which is a big pool restaurant venue, and powerboaters love the social aspect of the lake and boating, so it kind of goes hand in hand with what we do.
Yeah, you guys kind of have an empire going back there in that cove.
A lot of moving pieces for sure.
Yeah, that's amazing. You've got the big Performance Boat Center. Like you said, you got Redheads. Now you got High Tide, kind of up on the hill, right?
Yeah.
And that's like an adult pool.
It is kind of, I call it like a day club. It's live music, DJ, a big pool, restaurant area, and then we just opened up Roxy's down the strip. So we kind of hit all the different venues from all angles.
Okay, so you got a new place on the strip, and it's called Roxy's.
It is a pretty cool place.
Right.
Very Americana kind of feel. There's a lot of car shows and the Shootout Street Party. There's a lot of activity down there. In fact, my partner Mark and I were talking the other day. He's like, I had no idea there's that many people down there on the strip during the day. All the vacationers come in and they want to go see what's new and shop and have a drink and have a sandwich. So it's kind of all fit in together.
It doesn't get any better than that. Genius to be. I mean, it really helps to have a place down on the strip.
It does, yeah.
Here.
And we've got a store in Fort Lauderdale as well. So when the snowbirds leave and the weather changes here, we try to capture as much business as we can.
Okay, so Performance Boat Center and all the rest. And by the way, all the rest is greatness too.
I appreciate
that. If you haven't eaten at Redheads, you got to eat there.
It's a great place.
Some of the best food in town.
It's just a little bit different, a little higher quality, but yeah.
I'm sure Roxy's is going to be
absolutely
the same way.
Absolutely.
So how long has Performance Boat Center been around?
We started in August of 2011. It was a small brokerage business out of Camdenton, actually not far down the street from where we're at now. And we bought it and took over, bought the marina, built the marina. It was a 1950s rundown kind of facility, so we started from scratch there. So we've done a lot of construction, a lot of changes, a lot of growth over the last 7, 8 years.
Wow, just 10 years old.
Just coming up on 10 years old, yes.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So you weren't Performance Boat Center in Nebraska when you moved here.
No.
Performance was here.
Well, Performance was, like I said, a small brokerage business. I took a job to be the general manager of there and really liked the guys I worked with and the customers and just wanted a different structure. So I called a longtime friend and customer, Mark Waddington, and said, hey, I got something going on here. I can use some help, though. And he said, absolutely. He was in the process of taking his company public, so he's like, hey, you got to give me a minute, but let's make this thing, and I don't want to just do it half. I want to do it full in. So I want to do a restaurant and pool and have a big marina at the lake. And so that all sounds good to me. So
wow,
the rest is history.
You actually brought Mark into it.
Correct, yeah. So I lived here for about a year, and I needed some help, and Mark's a dynamic businessman and has been a great leader for us.
Well, you're pretty dynamic yourself. I mean, what an amazing team you guys make.
Yeah, absolutely. So the front end, I'm out there meeting the customers and working with all the guys and gals I work with, and then the back end, Mark's working with me on strategy and how to how to change and stay with the with the current market and whatnot. So, like I said, it's been a great leader.
Yeah, absolutely. And so here we are, Lake of the Ozarks Shootout, biggest event at the lake.
Absolutely.
Every year, I mean, huge, and it's known certainly nationwide, but really worldwide. And you guys are the title sponsor. Your name is all over it.
We really appreciate what the Shootout does for us. I work boat shows and go to races all over the country, and people always want to talk about the Shootout. They always say it's on their bucket list to come here, and it's not even a huge event for the lake. It's a huge event for the country. I mean, it is the #1 power boat involved event in the year. So every manufacturer brings the latest, greatest boat here. The engine manufacturers, boats, trucks. I mean, you name it, the people are here.
Yeah, and you go to Lake Havasu, you go to Florida, you go anywhere.
We go all over.
And the people are asking, oh yeah, Shootout.
Shootout. And they're like, what date? I was like, actually, anymore, it's the whole month of August, and sometimes a little bit in July. I mean, we have boats show up from all over the country, and they sit and wait for the weekend. And anymore, there's something to do every night, from Hall of Fame dinner, and then street party, and then poker runs, and then the actual racing comes. Like, geez, we're just now finally starting the actual Shootout.
Yeah, and as much as fun as a Shootout week is, when it's done, you got that big XL on Sunday.
It's a lot.
Night.
It's a lot. I mean, we're putting boats in and out, and things are always going to break, and we always have something we're going to race, and there's a couple of spectator events, and then Shootout, the street party. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff, and usually it's 100 degrees outside, like you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. So we're talking with Brett Manire, co-owner at Performance Boat Center, title sponsor of the Shootout. We're focusing on the Shootout these days, of course, so we'll get to know Brett a little bit more right after this.
There's nothing like summer at Lake of the Ozarks, and Hy-Vee and Osage Beach is your one-stop shop for your day on the boat and fun in the sun. We feature the lake's largest wine and spirits department, along with our lake-famous beer cave. And you'll want to check out our brand new Summer Fun Center with all your apparel, toys, coolers, inflatables, towables, and so much more. Hy-Vee and Osage Beach, voted the #1 grocery store in Missouri and your one-stop shop for an unforgettable day in the sun all summer long.
Discovered over a century and a half ago, Bridal Cave continues to amaze those who venture through it. As you tour through Bridal Cave, you'll see massive onyx formations, giant columns, and the one and only Mystery Lake. Bridal Cave's unique stalactite-adorned bridal chapel has provided a truly unique backdrop for over 3,000 couples from around the world. Bridal Cave is open daily, rain or shine. Guided tours leave every few minutes. Come explore the lake's favorite natural attraction. Explore Bridal Cave today.
It's our most protective wash yet. Introducing the Quick Car Ceramic Wash. It's an industrial-grade polymer solution with ceramic nanotechnology, resulting in high-end, advanced scientific protection of your vehicle's finish. The Quick Car Ceramic Wash. Try it on its own or with the monthly Unlimited Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. We are focusing on the Shootout. This is presented by Hy-Vee, Lake of the Ozarks in Osage Beach. And the title sponsor of the Shootout this year and for the last several years.
I think 7 or 8.
Wow. Performance Boat Center, just huge. I mean, and not just locally, but nationally, worldwide. You travel a lot. You and your co-owner, Mark Waddington, you're traveling. He's traveling right now.
Right. We just had a race in Sarasota, which we took first place with our super stock.
Congratulations.
32 ride performance. Yeah, it's an awesome win.
That's a good day. And so you see the best of the best. You see the best races, the best organizations. What sets the Shootout apart? What makes this so great?
Everybody comes, so you get to see all the cool boats you see in the magazines, and the people all year round, they're here. The lake is outstanding. We're very hospitable, a lot of cool places to stay. The lake is neat in itself. Is a lot of turns and rough water, restaurants and bars. It's just really a neat place.
Yeah.
For a boater, there's no salt. No tide, no current, floating docks, girls to help you park your boat at restaurant, fuel, and it's just easy. And there's just a lot going on off the water too. So you have things, great events on and off.
Being a really bad boat driver, I really appreciate those girls on the dock pulling me in.
I can show you a couple things.
I bet you've seen it all. So how long does it take you guys, Performance Boat Center, to get ready for Shootout?
It's the entire month.
Is it?
We'll be making room for boats in our buildings. We'll be getting the place cleaned up, stocking food, that kind of thing for the restaurants, ordering parts that people are going to need. We change our schedule around a little bit so the guys know they're going to be working a lot more and getting these people back out there. So nothing more frustrating than getting to a foreign town and then having something break. So we try to get these people out there so they can have some fun.
Yeah, and it's an amazing community. It's a small community. You
It
guys
is,
know
absolutely,
each other.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
if somebody has a problem, you're not like locking the door and shutting them out. You're helping them.
Our guys will work 24 hours a day to keep people out there and have fun, and it means a lot for the customers to show up and that we take care of them. And like I said, we have parts in stock and guys willing to help them get back out there and have some fun.
Yeah. What is your favorite part of Shootout?
It's the most work, but I like the street party. I mean, sitting up there with the boats that we sell, the boats that we build, and the guys that help us build them, and then people asking questions and seeing them, taking their pictures, that kind of thing. And I'm always, just like everybody else, I want to see the big number. So I want to see a couple of these things just blow your mind. You didn't expect that boat to be that fast, and you're just like, man, it's only 3/4 of a mile. For people to understand what it takes and a year of work to make a boat go so fast in such a short distance, it's incredible.
It really is incredible. I think of Manire Coyle a couple years ago telling the story about he's running a boat. He has to climb out on the front of the boat while it's flying down the water. There are just so many incredible stories.
A lot goes into it. You just don't show up and go 200 miles an hour.
Right.
There's a lot of dedication, and a lot of money gets spent, and a lot of research and engineering. So it's really cool to watch these guys with their hot rods.
So coming from Nebraska, and I know Nebraska has some lakes, but
Very few.
Nothing like the Lake of the Ozarks.
No, sir. No, sir.
How in the world did you become Mr. Boat? I mean, because you're huge.
Yeah, I've always been into boating. My parents bought a lake house in the mid-90s, and so you watch boats go back and forth, and it's just like anything, you get into it and just get really, really into it. So it's been my everyday thing I've been a boat dealer for 20 years now.
Wow, 20 years.
20
You don't
years.
even look that old, man.
I feel it.
Wow. So you come from Nebraska here. Is there any other place you'd like to be? I mean, you could be anywhere else.
Yeah, South Florida is really cool, especially when there's snow on the ground here. I like going down there, and the boating there, it's calmer. You're in the ocean by yourself, so I really like doing that. And I do miss Nebraska at times, but pretty blessed to be living at the lake for sure.
Well, it would help if the Huskers would win a few more football games.
I was there. I was around when we won 3 or 4 national championships. Pretty cool. But
I remember those days. So let's see. So is the Shootout pretty much where it's going to be? I mean, has it reached its ultimate, or can it grow?
There's always new technology with engines and whatnot going fast. There's always new people into the sport. So I keep thinking that it's going to be the end. Or like Qatar went 244 miles an hour, but Don Unkin and other people are after that number. And being involved for like the last 10 or 15 years, it's neat to see different people come and go, and different boats come and go in different scenarios. So it's not going anywhere. I can't imagine. It's an absolute great feat that the Shootout does for all the community and all the charities that it touches.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the most special part about the Shootout. As great as it is, I mean, it goes to helping local
Absolutely.
charities.
It's very cool watching the money go back out. That's why Mark and I have always been a huge believer in the Shootout. It brings all the power boaters from all over the country here. So with us being who we are, we need to be a big part of it, and we really appreciate all the volunteers and all the staff that puts this thing on year-round. So it's a lot of work. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Okay, so as big as you guys are, can locals use Performance Boat Center?
Absolutely. We'll be ready for anybody in town or out of town. We're open 7 days a week from May till October. Any information you need from us is on our website, performanceboatcenter.com, and our Facebook page.
Okay, and on top of Performance, Redheads again, right there in
Right
the
there.
cove, right?
Right there.
High tide, just up the hill a little
Correct.
bit, and now on the strip, which
Roxy's,
is amazing.
absolutely,
Roxy's on the
absolutely.
strip, okay. And so, so it's not just for people who have $1 million boats; it's for average people.
Absolutely. I give tours all the time. People just come in, they want to see the boats. I'll give them the full tour of the facility. There's always really neat boats to come look at in the showroom or in the shop. So we get people just kind of come in, park, and walk around, and that's totally fine with us. It's a neat place. We're super proud of it. So
I didn't know you
everybody's
could do
welcome.
that.
Absolutely.
Huh, that's cool. Okay, so if people want more information about Performance Boat Center, how can they find that?
Performanceboatcenter.com, and then our Facebook page is always active.
Okay, performanceboatcenter.com.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty easy.
Pretty easy,
simple. I mean,
performanceboatcenter.com.
we see it everywhere
Yeah.
now, right? With the
Got-
Shootout logo.
We try to get it out there for sure.
Brett Manire, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
down.
Thank you.
We
It's a
appreciate
pleasure.
it. All right. Brett Manire and the Shootout, it's if it wasn't for Performance Boat Center, it wouldn't be what it is. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate that. Thank you.